Good afternoon, Sandra. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Excellent. How are you?
I am excited. We've got so much going on. We're sharing so many of amazing stories. I can't wait to hear your story about how you've made your health non-negotiable. And so I think we connected about 8 weeks ago, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh. It seems it doesn't seem like 8 weeks have gone by, but it
It's
has.
it's like a lifetime, right? It feels
Yeah,
like we've known each other forever.
it really
What
does.
what was going on in your life 8 weeks ago?
8 weeks ago. Wow. I think I had kind of hit rock bottom at that point, and I was looking for a solution, a kind of a way out to make my health non-negotiable. Absolutely, because I've been in so much chronic pain, probably for the last year and a half. I went through a job loss as well. I didn't feel motivated. I was training and then I stopped because of the pain. My eating habits were not the greatest as well. Just my frame of mind was probably the worst. I'd never been in that point in my life where I felt I didn't feel positive. I didn't feel motivated. Something had to give. Something had to change. And when I saw your post on Facebook, I knew a couple of friends, specifically one friend that had some great results. I knew that the timing was right, and I decided to just kind of jump in. And I know initially when we even spoke, I was still hesitating, and then I finally did it. And oh my God, it's been the greatest experience of my life, truly. I keep saying you're a saint. You
Oh
really,
my God. Tell me,
yeah.
what was the transition of doing the job thing, and then what happened with your job?
Well, I had taken on a job that was way above my experience. I'm a sales executive selling software solutions, and I decided to really challenge myself. And so I got into it, but I didn't like the company culture. I didn't like the company. I didn't like the solutions. I didn't like anything. So that was the I think the beginning of my downfall. And then I managed to go through the role within a year and a half. And then a year and a half later, I was even worse than I was when I first started. But everything happens for a reason. And it was kind of a blessing that they did a complete restructuring within the company, and I was let go. So I think it's been just a roller coaster of things with me trying to immediately. I got out in the workforce and tried to find my next opportunity, but I wasn't in the mindset. I really wasn't in the mindset. And I kept, hitting these roadblocks, and I didn't understand what's happening. I used to be able to turn things around super quickly, but it was the first time that I was so down on myself and just everything. And at the end of the day, people do see that. They see the lack of confidence in yourself. Whether you're trying to fake it, it does come through eventually. And I think that was the problem. But that is all changing.
You
And
know,
I have
you
a story.
that is so it's so powerful, Sandra, for you to share, because when you're feeling low and down, your self-esteem is low, your confidence is low, you don't feel right mentally, you don't feel right physically, and then you're trying to go out there, and then all the fear and anxiety starts to play, right? And then you're up at night at 3 o'clock in the morning and you're panicking, how am I going to pay the bills? And then when you're aggressively trying to look for a job and you're trying to just fill that spot with anything, you're not filling it with your passion. You're
Yeah.
not even sure if it's something you can even connect with. It's doing something out of desperation instead of something that just ignites and empowers you. And then what happens is you find yourself in that safe environment, right? Okay, good. I found a job. I found a job, but like in the last employment experience, you were saying, I didn't connect with the job. I didn't like the job. So it's still going to be that temporary thing. And now you're in a job that you hate,
Yeah.
so you're either sitting there and you've got crazy anxiety because you're unemployed, or now you're got crazy anxiety because you hate it and you loathe going to work every day.
Yeah.
So a lot of that stems from who you are, how much confidence you have, how powerful you feel within yourself to be able to go after and go get what you really want. I was just having this conversation 15 minutes ago with somebody, of just being able to be in that right mindset to say, look, I got one life. I know I got to make the bills, but I got to do it from a place that ignites me and
Yes.
not from a place that's out of fear, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more.
Tell me about the body pains. What was going on in your body physically?
Well, in a lot of arthritis, specifically rheumatoid arthritis in the family, and I've been suffering honestly probably the last like 4 years, but for the last year and a half, it's been more chronic pain. Out of a span of a week, I think I'm in pain maybe 5 days. And that's physical pain to the point where sometimes I can't even get myself undressed. Now that's in the past, because I can honestly say that, and it makes me very emotional because I have transformed in 8 weeks, Sherry, in ways that I never imagined. I really hesitated on getting on any type of high medication. I do have a doctor that I see, but I know all the side effects, and I don't like taking medication to begin with. So I'm telling you, I have not had pain in the way that I had in, I can't even describe in the last year and a half. I've completely transformed my health, my life, my relationships, just everything. The weight loss is bonus. I had some great successes, as you know, 17 pounds in 6 weeks and 30 inches, and my body fat, all my numbers have gotten better. But it's really my main focus on joining the challenge and connecting with you was to see, I was at my end. I needed to find a solution for my pain, and I really have. I can't believe it. I'm so excited.
What do you think were the key elements in getting the pain out of your body? Do you remember a few nutritional tips you have to share with fellow people who are suffering from arthritis?
Well, the one thing, and that resonated when you spoke, you said if you do one thing for inflammation, and that was the mastermind classes are amazing. Like I'm religious on making them, and if I can't, then I'm replaying it for sure. So I really love the information you have so much knowledge. It's crazy, and the stuff that I've learned in 6 weeks. I'm actually trying to educate everyone so they can come on board as well. But I think the one of the main changes that I made is I went organic, completely organic, as far as with my fruits and vegetables and my meat, and that to me has made a huge difference. Obviously the weight loss, the maintaining of the exercises as well, I'm sure is benefiting me, but I'm not in pain, so I'm inclined to want to work out because I do enjoy activity, but I wasn't able to because of the pain. So I think those two things I would say is reducing my inflammation, and that is because of the food that I'm putting in my body as well.
Awesome. And what are some of the other nutritional choices that you were doing before that have switched to now?
I've cut out dairy. I
That's a big
complete
one for the inflammation.
Yeah, I've cut out dairy. I've actually transformed. I've changed so much of my habits. So dairy, I don't eat any carbs. I haven't eaten carbs probably for the last 8 weeks. Just my eating habits, cut down. Obviously, no, I'm not doing any type of fast food or soft drinks or nothing bad. I'm eating very, very, very clean, and I think that is definitely the secret. And this is all stuff that I've learned from you. As far as my morning routine, I'm very, very strict on the greens that you suggested, all of those wonderful ideas. I've not only incorporated for me, but I've also incorporated it for my family too. My husband has lost weight, and so everyone is basically on board. Yeah.
Tell me, you said that even your relationships were improving. Why do you think that is, and how did they improve?
Well, I think that it all has to do with the mindset and how I was feeling, and sometimes the way you're feeling, you have a tendency of projecting that onto others, and I don't know. I'm less sensitive. I'm more aware of who I am. I'm not as I guess judgmental or upset, or just overall I'm overall extremely positive, and I think I live more in the moment too, and that's something that you really speak a lot of, and I've always kind of lived like that, but you just brought it back to me. You really have. You brought back what's important in life, and and I smell the roses.
Oh, that's amazing. That's on every level. I'm getting so excited.
Yeah.
Tell our gals how the virtual experience from both, because I know that when we started 4.0, we said, okay, we're exclusively virtual now. We're not doing any more in studio stuff. People were nervous, right? They thought, like, I'm not going to connect with somebody over the internet. It's going to feel so distant. Can you talk a little bit about our community, our classes, and the
Yeah.
interaction of the challenge this way?
I actually love the virtual workouts and everything that's accessible. The Facebook group. I schedule Sunday is pretty much when I do all of my prep days. So prep of meals, prep of my schedule for my workout. I have my routine down, and the classes work extremely well. I feel equally motivated to do the workouts as if I was in person. The teachers, the educators, everyone is just so amazing. I love you all. I love all your classes. I can't actually pick one that I love more. And it works really well. The support, the accountability coach, just all the,
Who is your coach?
mine is Jen. She's
Jen.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just I can't speak enough. I think that everyone, if they're trying to make a decision whether they should join the challenge or not, I would say most definitely it's worth every penny. And just the group of girls and friendships that I've formed in the short time that I've been in the group is there. It's just all positive. I can't think of one thing that's negative, honestly. And you have the biggest heart. You give your heart and soul. You really do. You give your time, you give your attention, your knowledge, just everything. You could see that this is truly your passion. And I thank you. I really do. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate it very much because you're right. I live, eat, and breathe this stuff, and I feel very strongly that your health is non-negotiable. And I love it when people like you come on board and you're in a state where exactly where you were. You were in the state where you needed that love, that support, that assistance, that knowledge, that boost, and you are a prime example of exactly what I want to have accomplished here.
Yeah,
So
right.
my little boy is just Liam, please. So we're gonna have to go. But
Okay.
Sandra, thank you so much for coming on board and sharing your story. I know it's going to help impact people. There are so many people that are dealing with such chronic pain.
Yes.
That they're dealing with that low self-esteem. They're lost. They're not happy, and they feel stuck. They feel like they're in this world where they don't like their job. They don't like this. It's affecting their mood. They hate how they're feeling in their mind and their body, and that in turn affects their relationship. It creates this bubble that you live in, and then you don't know how to get out.
Yeah.
Right? You don't know how to get out. And as I was saying to the last gal I was just speaking to, is sometimes when you're pressed to the wall, so when you lost your job and you got that pressure to the wall, it forces you into the right kind of change. And often it can be life-changing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm just going to end it on a positive note. I will be getting a job offer. So
Yay!
full circle.
Amazing. Fingers crossed.
This is the place to be, everyone. Seriously.
Fingers crossed. And listen, you send me your resume, because if there's anybody out there who's watching, I've got a very big network. Let me know if I can help. So if this one doesn't go through, I have a huge network. I'm sure I can connect you somewhere.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Sherry.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Go have a great day. High five with the butt slap.
Thank you.
Bye.